Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Handmade Every Day. I post videos about sewing and in today's video I share all my April makes and some exciting news. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. The exciting news is that I finally made one of my dreams come true, and it's to open an Etsy store where I sell handmade goods. And I did that in April, which resulted in me being extremely busy. I've never been busy like this, I think, in my entire life, because I still do work full-time at my job as a product manager. So it was very busy because I started selling masks, and as you can imagine, a lot of people were interested in buying masks, so it really was a busy month. I also started to sell accessories like headbands and other things that I plan on selling. So I've been sewing prototypes and trying them in my daily life so I can see if they're good enough to sell to other people and if maybe they would interest other people. Another exciting thing is that it's Me Made May, and I think that will be the first year that I can wear handmade clothes every day. I will not include underwear in this challenge, but I will include outerwear, but I think I might need less outerwear than in winter since it's May and it's starting to get pretty warm out there, but still. I will try to photograph as much as I can, and as you can tell, I'm wearing handmade from head to toe. So these are both Jalie patterns. This is the Michelle, if I'm not mistaken, tank top, and I plan on doing more because I got so much wear out of this last year. And the shorts are Simone shorts by Jalie as well. I made a pant version of this too, but I really like the shorts better. There's something but the fit that just is best in the short version, so I really like this, and it kind of makes the look of a faux jumpsuit, which is something I really like. This fabric is from Minerva Craft and was gifted to me last year in exchange of a blog post, and I really like it. This is like the first outfit that I wanted to put on when I took out my summer clothes. So very excited for Me Made May, and let me know in the comments if you're participating, or if not, and why, and just what's your challenge this year. Without further ado, let's start with my April makes. This summer I really want to get the perfect pair of shorts ever. It's something that's really been lacking in my wardrobe. Last summer I had like 2 pairs of shorts that I liked and that I was wearing, so this year it's really my challenge. So the first pair I made is this pair of MNDAWN jeans short. I really like it. This is a straight size 10. Although I did lower the rise by 5 centimeters because I am 5'3", well, more like 2 3/4, but yeah. And the way I make these shorts is that I measured 5 inches from the kind of like the crotch area to the hem of these shorts, and I really like it. I think they could be a little bit shorter, but it's still fine. One of the ways that I tried to make these a little bit more fun and challenging is that I embroidered the back pocket with my embroidery machine. I'll try to have close-up of me wearing the shorts. They're really well made. I did the rivets and the whole like shebang, and I'm really proud. The top stitching is so clean. I'll just take a look at my notes to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah, I think that's about it. It's my 6th time making this pair of shorts, and I really like them. I think it's one of the best jeans pattern that I know of and that I've ever made. The top is really special. It's a Butterick blouse made with a fabric that was gifted to me again by my lovely friend Tamara. This pattern is so special. I'll get closer so I can show you. As you can see, the sleeves are gathered in this narrow cuff, and this is finished in a little like V opening. This is so lovely. It's a Robert Kaufman fabric, so lightweight, and the neckline is absolutely stunning as well. It's this extra long placket without buttons, and just want to make sure you can see, yeah, and with this like collar that fits my neck, kind of like, you know, it would be a little bit too tight if there would be a button here, to be honest, but I really like this. I think this placket is really special, and there's a belt detail at the waist. So I love absolutely everything about this pattern. I think it's really lovely, and I'm so glad I made it. The next thing I made is this masterpiece. It's the best piece of clothing I've ever made in my entire life of sewing. It's gorgeous. It's a Joe blazer from Ready to Sew. Love her patterns, by the way. If you don't know her, please go look her up. She does like the best patterns in my opinion. Well, I say that about a lot of people, but I just really like her. This blazer is everything. I shortened the sleeve by 2.5 centimeters and the length of the jacket by 6 centimeters, and it's straight at like, I think my widest point where my hips are. The welt pockets, I mean, I've never made like welt pockets like this before. I'll try to get closer to show you the neckline. Alright, I don't think I'd ever be wearing this blazer with this blouse, but just to show you, yeah, it's my best work ever, and it's fully lined as well. It fits so well. I really like this material, and this is secondhand fabric I bought from a lady that posted an ad on Kijiji. It's a, I think it's just Canadian, but it's like a platform where people sell secondhand things. Oh, I really want to show you the welt pockets as well. These are so good, and I'm so proud. There are princess seams at the front, and there's princess seams at the back too. So that really creates a good fit. So yeah, again, I really suggest making this pattern. I made the narrower lapel, but there's an option to make wider one. I'll probably make this version one day, maybe as like a kind of like a coat for autumn, or yeah, probably a coat for this autumn. Next, I made this little jacket. It's a Butterick pattern. This is vintage. This is a pattern from the year I was born. 1992, yeah. And I cannot say I will get the most wear out of this, but it's definitely cute enough for me to keep it. It has elasticized kind of like cuffs and elasticized waist. I wouldn't be wearing the jacket with this, obviously. And it has a raglan sleeve. I made this out of material that I bought second-handed, and I really didn't know what to do with this. Fleecy texture. I did flat tail seams on this jacket almost everywhere because I really wanted the finishing to be good, and I used like a zipper that I had for a long time. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's like the best, but I like the color, and I think it's good like for this time of year where you sometimes need a little something extra. It's more like a kind of like a sweater kind of thing. Again, in my obsession of finding the perfect shorts, I made this pattern from Jalie again. It's the shorts 32-43, and I love them. These are by far the most comfortable pair of shorts that I own. I made this earlier in 2018. It's one of the first patterns that I've made from Jalie, and I was very loose on the idea of seam allowance at the time, so I made this size. Let me just check. I made this size V at the time, but they've always been a little bit tight. So this time I decided to make a size W, and they fit great. The top stitching is really nice on them. I used this fabric that's second-handed, and I really did like the whole top stitching in like a contrasting lighter color, and I really like them. I can tell I'll get a lot of wear out of these shorts this summer. And I have a new like knits obsession since I've been working from home. I just want to be wearing knits all the time, so I made this Burda t-shirt out of leftover fabric from a long time, and to make it a little bit extra I decided to embroider a little heart here on the front pocket. I already wore this a ton. I just love wearing knits now that I'm working from home, or like shorts like these are okay, but I mean I won't be wearing these like dawn jeans if I'm working from home, that's for sure. Like I try to wear jeans once in a while, but I'm more into like the comfortable, self-loving clothes. Next, I made this Simplicity vintage dress. Unfortunately, the fit is not really good. I made a size 12 because that was what's was already cut, like it's a second-hand pattern, and I should have done a small bust adjustment before cutting the pattern pieces. I tried to get away with like adding a dart at the armhole, but there's still like too much fabric around the bust, so that really like kind of altered the fit, which is really sad because I did flat felt seams all over, and also I didn't have enough of this like stripy material, so I decided to color block with white fabric. And I think it could look very good, but it's just I would need a little bit more bust for it to look very nice. But still, I mean, I think I'll get somewhere out of this, just not as much as if it would like fit well around the bust. And this happened to me in the past a lot. Like I really need to start making small bust adjustment on everything, because my bust is like 33 inches and my waist is 28, hips 38, so this ratio ends up in like me having to, you know, size up a little bit so things fit at the waist and the hips. So I should just make small bust adjustments. My final make for this month, that is a garment, is this Myosotis. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but you know, the dress from Dear and Doe. And I made view B, but I messed up because I didn't do like the skirt part long enough. I didn't want to have like both ruffles, but then I selected the wrong version, so it was so short. So I tried to add like this little band of like fabric, but it looks so much like a cocoon dress. I'm not sure I'm into it, so I still have lots of fabric, so I might like remove this. And this is a muslin version. It's made out of a itchy, scratchy polyester, so I don't think I'll be like wearing this a lot. I just wanted to see the fit, and I think I could get away with a size smaller. I will add in the comments which size I made. I'm really not sure. I love the ruffle sleeves, and I really like the fit in general. It's really just this little part that is funky, but that's all me, so it's not the dress. I will make this in an all white fabric, or maybe a white fabric with like gold stripes that I have. That's the cotton gauze. I think it will look so good and it will be so comfortable for summer. So this is it for my sewing makes for my clothing. And I rarely sew things that are not clothes and that are just, you know, for the home, but I made this little organizer for my sewing tools and I love it so much. I bought this canvas at Letter Supply Sewing something. Anyway, I'll link it in the comments below. I didn't know about this store before, but they have the sturdiest canvas I've ever seen. This is awesome. I really suggest making this bag. It has pockets at the front. It's not too big. These two little handles so you can carry this everywhere, and so many pockets. I'll try to add pictures of like how I organized this. I have to say it was quite a struggle to bag this bag because there's a lining, and this is so sturdy. I ripped like the seam, you know, where you leave an opening to bag the bag. I ripped it all off because I was like struggling to you know, bag the thing. But yeah, it's really practical. All my sewing supplies have been like in little pots and stuff, and I feel like with this everything will be a lot more organized. Also this month I discovered these little also in April I bought these little can't remember the name now, but yeah, anyway, these little, not brackets, but these little pince. We say pince in French, so I'll just say that. Instead of like using pins. And I know you cannot use this for everything, but for most things it works, and it's so much faster. And I feel like it's better for the fabric because you don't actually punch holes in it. So you know, if you don't have these, you should think about getting these. Very useful. I think this is it for my month of April and all my makes and my big news about opening up an Etsy store. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel so far, please subscribe. It always means a lot to me when I get your support, and I will see you in the next sewing video. Bye!